How's it going, everyone? It's Louis Crypto. I'm back with another Vechain update. In this update, we're going to take a look at where VET is headed to in the immediate short term. Before we get into the rest of the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video if you can. Otherwise, just enjoy this update. Now, if you've tuned into the Bitcoin update already today, which I do recommend, yesterday and today yesterday we were talking about some bullish divergence, or 2 days ago we were talking about some bullish divergence on Bitcoin and how we were expecting a whole bunch of alts to pump. We also had that Vechain Coinbase listing news, so that's really great to hear that it's going to be supported over there on Coinbase. So you'll finally, after years of waiting, be able to get Vechain over on the Coinbase app itself, the exchange. So why are we pumping? We're pumping off of the news, but as well as getting bullish divergence. So let's say you were out of the circle with the news, if you didn't really know what was going on in the news, you'd also had signals on the chart as well, being that a disagreement we can see in this indicator compared to the chart, where the chart is showing lower lows, and so the expectation would be continuation downwards. However, on this indicator over here, we're seeing consistent higher lows after lower lows on the chart. So this disagreement is a bullish divergence, and on top of the fundamental bullish news of the Coinbase listing, this was also the other reason why we did pump up. Now, just because we got a Coinbase listing, of course, in the long term, in the upcoming bull market, this will be brilliant because it will be very accessible for newcomers. A lot of newcomers tend to use Coinbase as well. So this is positive for new retail investors to get into Vechain itself. Now, for me, this is going to happen over the long term rather than immediately. There's not a lot of interest in crypto right now when we compare it to when Bitcoin was about $50,000 to $60,000, $70,000. It's a bit obvious that the interest is not the same. A lot of people that are actually joined in at the top, and they've been holding to the bottom pretty much, so they must have also lost interest, on top of your barber, your hairdresser, and all of those people not interested in now. They were all wanting Shiba when Bitcoin was like 60+K. So those people are not in the market. I believe that when we're in a bull market, when there's no argument that we're in a bull market where we are going up every single day, when you're making money, when you're awake and in your sleep, and you wake up to more money, and so on and so forth, this is where we're going to get more retail investors into Vechain. But for now, although very bullish, what I must say is that there's a key level of resistance in the way. That's this purple box between 1852 and 1901. So 1900, let's just say, psychological level, 1.9 cent. We also see the 200 daily EMA over there. So that's something to think about. So even if we do continue this short-term pump because of the bullish news and the bullish divergence, there is still a key level over here. And for me personally, I would expect a rejection from this point. This is exactly what I am saying in my Bitcoin update. And so I do urge you guys to actually follow along with those updates daily, as I might not be able to make a Vechain update. If you are part of the Discord community where we do weekly group calls, we had one not yesterday but the night before for about an hour and a half, analyzing Bitcoin in depth detail, which I shared the next day on YouTube as well, as much as possible in the about 10-minute period. And so if I'm not able to make YouTube videos on your specific altcoin, if you are in the Discord community, which you can get 3 months free or in there if you just private message me on my Twitter, I will be able to do any chart requests for you guys in there. So I will be able to update you guys on Vechain constantly in the chat if I'm not able to get out a video, because there's just so many cryptos that I need to cover in the YouTube videos, and not every single day do I get to cover them all. And I'm now adding AGIX, Casper, Injective that I haven't done yet, so that's something to look forward to today as well if you're interested in any of those cryptos, on top of Quant and HBAR, of course, and Trias, my mistake, and Trias. Let's see, there's a lot, guys. But yeah, the expectation is, even if we do push through, let's say we come back down, push through these moving averages, this is still resistance. I expect a rejection from this point. Whether we hold support over here and have another go, or completely lose it and go for new lows, that remains to be seen. But I think that if Vechain were to lose this point of support over here, that's how we know we're going to go much lower and lower and lower. And I will get you targets to the downside, but as of now, we're just waiting to see how much further this bullish news and bullish divergence does play out. And if we do ever get to this price point between 185 and 190, then I'm expecting this to be resistance. Things can change, of course, if we were to ever reclaim this. You're flipping the macro, well, the daily trend, and we would see, of course, impulses much higher than 2 cent as we're reclaiming that 200 EMA, which is basically deciding the trend. Can you see that since being below the white moving average, we've been trending lower and lower and lower? So basically, if we ever do climb above this point, we'd see a trend going in the upward direction. That's it from me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and again, about that 3 months free in my Discord community, you can get that if you become a student. So just private message me on Twitter or x.com. The links are in the description, or you can head straight to the website. You don't need to get those 3 months free. You can just join the Discord community to get those weekly group calls, to get those student trade ideas, although it's not specifically a signals chat, as well as where what I'm looking to invest in the upcoming bull market. Cheers.